in a mobile or in a laptop, we normally used to click an icon. So by clicking icon, either in the mobile or in the laptop, the application will be opened. Okay, so this is nothing but a simple example for graphical user interface. Okay, so what you are seeing now on the screen is nothing but a screenshot that I have taken from my laptop. Okay, so these are some of the icons of different applications. Okay, once you click it, the particular application will be opened. So if you click Microsoft Word, then the Microsoft application will be open. Suppose if you click some other application like camera or even photos, okay, the particular application will be open when you click that icon. Okay, so this icon provides an interface between the user and the computer, okay, and the PC. Or else if you are opening an application in a mobile, okay, that application, okay, so if you are trying to open an application in a mobile, what do you do normally? So we just click the icon. Okay, by clicking the icon, the application will be open for us. So it's nothing but the icon is the icon that is displaying in the mobile or in the system, which act as an interface between the user or the mobile, okay, or we can say computer. Fine. So that interface we call it as graphical user interface. Okay, so the icons that you are seeing on the screen is nothing but graphical user interface, which provides an interface between the user or we can say between the client and the computer or the system or the PC, which we call it as graphical user interface. Okay, so what is graphical user interface? Graphical user interface which provides an interface between the user and the system or even mobile or any other devices. Okay, let's see how we can use this graphical user interface in Python. Okay, so in Python there is a model named tkinter, or we can say kinter. Okay, T is silent. If you are pronouncing T as silent, we need to call it as kinter. Okay, or else we can say tkinter. So we have a model tkinter. It's nothing but a model which helps to do this GUI in Python. Fine. So in this class, we are going to see how we can do graphical user, how we can invoke this GUI in Python. Okay, so with the help of this tkinter model or kinter model, we can able to use this graphical user interface in Python. Fine. So in order to use the graphical user interface, we need to import this tkinter model in our Python program. Fine. So actually there are so many other GUI models are available, but the best commonly used module is tkinter. So we are going to see how this, by using this tkinter, how we can use graphical interface in Python. Fine. So tkinter is the most commonly used Python of all GUI methods, and why we are using tkinter is it is actually the fastest and easiest way to create GUI applications. We can able to create or we can able to make GUI applications very fastly and in an easier way. So for creating GUI, we are going to use this tkinter module. Fine. So let's see how we can use this tkinter app in our Python. Fine. Fine. So there are 4 main steps that we need to do to create a exact or proper GUI model. Fine. So first one is we need to import the model tkinter. So normally we have discussed so many models, how we can invoke the models in Python programs. Similarly, so in order to import the tkinter model, we need to use this model tkinter. So first step is we need to import the model tkinter. Okay, so how we can import the tkinter model? Okay, what's the code to import the tkinter model? The code is import tkinter. Fine. And then what's the second step? The second step, we need to create a main window. Okay, so the first step is invoking the or importing the model. Okay, we need to import the tkinter model. And what's the second step? We need to create a main window. So this main window only contains all the widgets, okay, all the icons that we are going to create in Python. Okay, so before invoking the GUI icons, we need to create a window where we can place all those icons. Okay, So the second step is we need to create a main window, or we can say container. What's the first step? We need to import the model. So the way to import the model, okay, is import take inter, fine. And second one is we need to create a main window. Okay, so this main window helps you to place the icons of GUI, fine. So normally we used to say widgets instead of icon in this Python. Okay, so instead of icon we need to say widgets, fine. So after that we can add. So once we create a main window where we can place all the icons, okay, the third step is add any number of widgets. Widgets means icon to the main. Once the main window is created, we can able to add any number of icons to the main window. And then we can apply any kind of event trigger on the widgets. After once we create the main window and icons are added, then we can apply the event trigger. What is event trigger? Okay, so suppose if you are creating a button, okay, button, consider this is a form, okay, and you have created a button. Say the button name is click, okay, the button name is click. Fine. So when you click this button, what has to happen? Okay, so when you click this button, what has to be happened? So that will declare the event trigger. Okay, so what's the first one? We need to import the model take inter. After that, we need to create a main window. Right? So third step is add any number of widgets to the main window. So we can, after once a main window is created, we can able to add any number of icons to the main window. And what's the fourth one? We need to apply the event trigger on the widgets. Right? So fourth one is we need to apply the event trigger on the widgets. Okay, so the fourth one is we need to, so after adding the number of icons to the main window, okay, what is the fourth step? We can apply the event trigger on the widgets that we kept on the main window. So these are the four main steps to create a take inter app. Fine. Okay, so first one, the first step is importing the model take inter. So how we can import the model take inter? Import take inter. So the code is import take inter. And what is the next step? Creating the main window. Okay, so for creating the main window, there are two main steps to follow. Okay, so one is we need to create an object for main window, and another one is we need to create a loop. Okay, in order to run the application, we need to create a loop. Okay, so this is the second step. So these are the main two steps we need to follow for creating a main window. So what's the first step? The first step, in order to create a main window, we need to create an object for that main window. So how we can create an object for a main window? Say here, see here, that is yum. Yum is the object that we are going to create for the main window. M equal to tkinter.tk of TK is nothing but a built-in application where it helps to create a object for the window. Okay, so yum is the name that I have given. You can also give some other name. Okay, you can also assign some other name for window creation. So how we create an object for main window? M equal to tkinter.tk. TK is the TK of, okay, TK of is the application, sorry, is the function which is used to create object for a main window. Okay, so what's the first step? First step is used to import the take inter, and second step we need to create a main window. Okay, for creating a main window, there are two main steps to follow. What's the first step? Okay, we need to create an object for the main window. So how we create an object for a main window? M equal to tkinter.tk. Of TK is a built-in application which is used to create object for the main window. Right? So yum, you can also give some other name instead of this yum. Here I have mentioned yum. Fine. So yum equal to tkinter.tk of. So this is how we create objects for main window. And what's the next main thing that we need to create? Okay, so already I told you two main things we need to follow while creating a main window. First one is we need to create an object, and second one is we need to create a loop. Okay, so this main loop is nothing but the function which is used to run the application till the window is closed. Okay, so this that is main loop of function also be created once we create object for the main window. Okay, so what these are the two main steps we need to follow whenever we use tkinter module. Fine. So what's the first step? We need to create an object for the main window, and second one, we need to create, okay, we need to input main loop of function. So what's the use of this main loop of function, which is used to run the application, okay, till the window is closed. Once we close the application, okay, main loop will never execute. Okay, but when the execution window opens, okay, all the once the main window is open, this main loop of is true. Once it is closed, this main loop of becomes false. Okay, so it is the infinite loop which is used to run the application till the window is closed. Fine. So how we can use this main loop of function? See here. So how we can use this main loop of function? We need to use the object that we created for main window. So previously in this slide we have used the object name yum equal to tkinter.tk of. Fine. So with the same object name we need to open the main loop of function. Okay, so yum dot main loop of. So these are the two main functions we need to use when we create widgets in tkinter module. Fine. And after that, this is the sample program of creating main window as well as the main loop of function. See here, the first thing, what's the first step? We need to import the tkinter model. Okay, so import tkinter of. Okay, so we need to import the tkinter model. And what's the second step? We need to create object. Okay, we need to create object. Okay. We need to create object for the main window. Fine. And then we need to open this main loop of function with the object of main window. So here we have created, okay, yum object. Okay, we have created yum object for this main window. You can take. Okay, we have created object for the main window. Okay, the object name is yum. Okay, how we create object for a main window? That is yum equal to tkinter.tk of. Okay, so after that we need to, okay, this is where we write code to include the widgets. Widgets is nothing but icons. Okay, so once we have included or added all the widgets or all the icons, we need to use the main loop of function. What's the use of this main loop of function? Which is used to run the application till the window is closed. Till we close the output screen window, okay, all the events has to be performed repeatedly. All the icons has to be in an alert mode. Okay, whenever the user pressed any icon, the application has to be done its operation. Fine. So first thing, we need to import tkinter model. After that, we need to create object for main window. How we can create object for a main window? M equal to tkinter.tk of. Okay, so inside that, once we created object for the tkinter, once we created object for the main window, after that we can add widgets or icons that you are going to add in the output screen. After that, once all the widgets are added, we need to run the main loop of function. So what's the use of this main loop of function? Which is used to run the application till the window is closed. Okay. Okay. So after that, so these are some of the functions that we can use to keep the icons. Okay, to organize the icons or widgets in the screen. Okay, so these are some of the geometry manager classes. Is nothing but some of the function that helps to organize the widgets. Okay, if you want to organize the icons in the window, normally we used to keep the icons like this. Okay, if it is your window, output window, okay, we need to keep all your icons just like this. Okay, if you want to organize all the icons in a systematic way, then we can use these functions pack of, grid of. Okay, when we see the program, okay, I'll tell you how it works. Okay, now just refer these methods of using geometry manager classes in widgets. Fine. So these are, suppose if you want to organize the icons that is to be placed in the window, we can use this method: pack of method, grid of method, place of method. Okay. This pack of method will be, it organizes the widgets in blocks before placing in the parent window. So it organizes in a way, okay, before placing the parent widget. So when we see the program, I will explain each method: pack of, grid of, and place of method. Okay. So this grid of method will organize all the icons in a table like structure. Okay. It will organize all the icons in a row column wise, that is table structure. Fine. And place of method, it organizes the widgets by placing them on a specific positions directed by them. Okay, so this place of method, okay, it's normally used by the user because wherever we want the icon, we can place it in the window. Okay, so these are some of the methods which is used to organize the icons in the output screen. Right. So after that, yeah, we are going to see the widgets. Okay, repeatedly I'm saying widgets, using of widgets in Tkinter. Widgets is nothing but icons that we are going to keep it in the output screen. Okay, so we are going to today in this online class, we are going to see two different widgets. Okay, there are so many widgets available, but in this online class, remaining widgets I will explain in the offline class. Okay, so there are so many widgets available to create a GUI in Python. The first is button, check button, radio button, drop box, text box, and label. So these are some of the only few of widgets I have listed here. There are so many available. There are so many widgets available in Tkinter app. Okay, but I have listed only few. So hope you know all these widgets: button, check button, button, check button, radio button, even drop box, text box, and label. Okay, button means normally, okay, when you take a real-time example, see here, if you open a Gmail application, normally how it will open? Yeah, let me open the Gmail application. Okay. You will have a login ID and password. So when you open a Gmail account, okay, normally how it opens? Okay, you have a username in, okay, you will have a username. You'll have a username, okay, followed by username, followed by text box. Okay, after that you need to give a password. Okay, followed by a label of password and followed by the password. Here you will have a button. Okay, or sign in or login. Right. So username is nothing but URL is nothing but that is the widget of label. Okay, this one we call it as text box. Okay, text box widget, and then password is a label, and again we have a text box. Okay, so this one called as button. Okay, when you click the sign in button, okay, your account will be opened. Your account will be directed to open your Gmail account. Okay, so this we call it as button. Okay, so these are the some of the widgets that we are going to create. Create as a GUI in Python. Okay, let's see how we can create button in this Tkinter app. So what is button? To add a button in your application, this widget is used. Okay, so if you want to add button in your application, in your GUI application, what's the syntax to create a button? Okay, if we need to create a variable, or we can say object name or button name. So here I have created a button in W equal to B button. B should be caps. After that, inside that we need to give some parameters. Okay, parameters of height, width, appearance, background color. Okay, so all the parameters should be given inside. Okay, so what's the syntax to create a button? Okay, the syntax is W equal to button, B should be caps of master comma option equal to value. So these are some of the parameters where we need to give to specify the appearance of the button. Okay, suppose if you want to change the height or width or even the background color or the text that is going to display on the button, okay, everything should be given inside this parameters. Okay, so a number of there are some okay, there are some parameters that we can give inside this button of function. Let's see what are all the parameters that we can give inside this button function. Okay, first one is actual background. If you want to set the background color when button is under the cursor, okay, we can give active background. So if you want to set the foreground color when button is under the cursor, if you want to set a background color or a foreground color, we need to use active background or active foreground. Suppose if you want to set a normal background color, we need to use BG. Okay, so command is a parameter which is to call a function. Okay, and font is nothing but to set the font on the button label. So if you want to set the font of the caption that you are going to return on the button, we can use this parameter font. Fine. And suppose if you want to set an image on the button, okay, we can use image parameter. Suppose if you want to set width of the button, we can use this width parameter. So in case if you want to change the height or if you want to set the height of a button, we can use this height button. Okay, so these are some of the parameters which we can use inside this button function. So what is the syntax for button function? What's the syntax to create a button? W equal to button of master comma option value. So inside the parentheses, we can give n parameters. We can give any parameters. Okay. So these are some of the parameters that we can give inside this button of function. So what are the parameters? Active background, active foreground, BG, comment, font, image, width, and height. Okay, let's see an example how we can create a button. So here, what I said, there are 4 ways to create. So there are 4 ways to create a Tkinter app. First one is we need to import Tkinter model. Second one is we need to create main window. So in creating the main window, we need to follow 2 steps. One is creation of object, and after that using of main looper function. And third point is we can, after once the main window is created, we can able to add any number of widgets to the main window. After that, once the icons are created, once we add the widgets to main window, we can apply the event on the widgets. Right. So see here. So here I have okay, here I have imported the Tkinter. After that, I have created an object for the main window. Either you can create like this or you can say import Tkinter. Here inside that you need to give Tkinter.tkf function. Either ways you can give either import Tkinter as tk. Okay, we need to include this tk here, or else you can use import Tkinter or equal to Tkinter.caps tk off. Okay, so now we have imported the Tkinter app. And after that, we have created an object for the main window. So what's the name that's used to create object for the main window? R. Now with the use of this variable R, we can able to add all the widgets on the window. Fine. Now, if you want to set the title of a window, this is the output that I got. Okay, that we will get when we run this code. Okay, so this is the window. Suppose if you want to set the title, okay, if you want to set the title name of the window, we need to give it as r.title of counting seconds. Suppose in this case, okay, they have given the title as counting seconds. Suppose if you want to give a welcome world or hello world, okay, or welcome, okay, we need to if you want to give the title of the window as welcome, we need to give it as r.title of, okay, instead of this counting seconds, we need to give welcome. So the title will change as welcome. Okay. So what's the function to set the title? Okay, title of function. And then see, whenever we do anything inside the window, we need to use the main window object. So what's the object, main window object name? That is R. So with the use of R only, we can able to do any operation inside that window. So if you want to change the title, we need to use the main window object name. So r.title of now we are going to add a button in the main window. See how we can add button. Okay, so button is the name that I'm going to give for creating the button. Button equal to tk dot button of the object name of main window r comma text is top. Okay, so I'm going to create a button where the text is top. So at the top of the button, the label, the caption of the button is top. Okay, so on Excuse me, any doubt? Someone has unmute your audio. If you don't have any doubt, kindly mute your audio. Okay. So here I'm going to create. Okay, so your button will be created with a caption top. Okay, so after that we are giving another one parameter equal to 25, and after that command equal to all destroyer. So command is nothing but to call a function order. I'll tell you how this order. So when this button is clicked, or the window will be closed. Okay, so command equal to order destroyer. I will explain this. Okay, when we see the remaining programs. Okay, so what is the syntax to create a button of inside this? You need to you need to give a certain parameters where you need to specify the options of buttons. Okay, what are all the options that what are all the parameters that we can give inside this button function? Active background, active foreground, BG, command, font, image, width and height. So I have taken only few parameters and listed here. So now I have created a button with button of function of or command text equal to stop. So what's the use of this text parameters? Text parameter is nothing but it is used to display the caption of button. Suppose if you want to, instead of stop, if you want to display click me. Okay, if you want to create a button, okay, and the caption of the button is click me, then inside this text you need to give click me. Fine. So if you want to create a button, the button name is, okay, the button name is this one. Okay, button equal to button. Now suppose if you want to give the caption of the button as click me, inside this text parameter you need to give with the double quotes, you need to give click me. Okay, after that I have defined some of the parameters for width and for setting up the width and width alone. Yeah, so if you want to set the width or height of the button, okay, you need to give width equal to 25. Suppose if you want to set the height of the button, okay, we're supposed to give it as height equal to 25. So in this way we can set the parameters, we can set the parameters, okay, of a button, how it need to be displayed on the window. Okay, so this is how we can create a button. Let's see another example. So here I have a program of creating a button. So here, see here we have imported a take enter model, and after that I have created an object for main window. So what's the name that I have created for main window? Root of. Okay, now I have defined a function, define button click off. So when a button is clicked, okay, I need to get a statement button click. Okay, so leave this function. I'll explain you how it works. Now I have created a button with button of function, invoke the main window object. After that I have given text equal to click me, then command equal to button underscore. When this command means when a button is clicked, okay, we have created a button and the button having the text, the caption of button is click me. Okay, when this button is clicked, what should be happened? See here. Okay, when this button, this command parameter will display this. Okay, when this button is clicked, okay, it has to be called. It has to call the function. What's the function that's to be called? That is button underscore click. So when this button is clicked, button underscore click of function will execute. Okay, so when user click, okay, when the user click this button click me, okay, automatically the function will be called. So what's the function will be called? Button underscore click. So in the previous example we have discussed, that is command equal to r.destroy. So when this button is clicked, this window will, okay, this window will be closed. But in this case we have given, okay, we have given an option like when a button is clicked, this function should be called. We are calling a function. Okay, so what's the function name? That is button underscore click. So when this button is clicked, automatically the function button underscore click will be executed. Okay, after that we have, this is actually geometric manager class. Okay, it is used to organize the widgets that's been created in the window. So after that we are just using root.main looper. So main looper function which is used to run the application. Okay, so now we have created the button. Let's see how this button works in Pycharm. Guys, I have actually have done the graphical user interface program in Pycharm. Okay, you can also install Pycharm in your system. Okay, so I have installed version of my Pycharm 2020.3. You can also install latest version. It's up to you. Okay, so I have installed 2020.3 version. So in Pycharm Community Edition, we can able to run Turtle program as well as GUI programs. Okay, so it's very easy to run in Pycharm. So hope you can also install this Pycharm in your system. Okay, so I have installed 2020.3 version. Okay, you can also install some other versions. Fine. So let's see how we can execute this button. So I have already written a program for creating a button. See here, this is where we need to write the programs. We have a hope you can able to see the screen even though it is black in color. Fine. So this is where we need to write the coding. Okay, main.py. So normally we need to write all the codings in this file only, main.py. So in Google Colab, we normally used to save the file with extension .ipynb, right? So, but in Pycharm, all the files will be saved with extension .p only. Okay, so now I have now I have pasted the coding of creating a button in Python. The first one is we need to import a peak entire model, and second one we need to create an object for the main window. So once we create an object for a main window, as well as we need to include the main lookup function. So what is the use of this main lookup function? This main lookup function is used to run the application. Okay. So now let's see how we can create a button in UI in Tkinter app. Okay. So I have just added some more codes to make the output screen good. So see here I have included the title of button creation. Okay, so I have put a title caption that is button creation. So instead of button creation, you can also give your own title. So this title will be appeared in the Windows title bar. Okay, after that, this is the code to create a button. I have created a variable name button. Okay, button equal to tk. So tk is nothing but tinker object. Okay, tinker tk dot, or otherwise you can also instead of tk you can also use tinker dot tk. Okay, so in either way you can use it. So button equal to tk dot button of. So inside that I need to give parameters. So whatever the parameters I can give inside this button of function: active foreground, and then active background. After that, font height, width, okay, and text. Okay, so these are some of the parameters that I can give inside this button of function. Okay, so before giving all the parameters, we need to specify the main window object. So what's our main window object? That is R. Okay, so R comma text equal to stop. Stop is nothing but the caption that I need to give at the top of the button. Okay, so the caption should be enclosed with the single quotes. After that, I'm giving width equal to 100 and command is out destroy. So what's the use of this out destroy? It will, when the button is clicked, the window, okay, the output window will be closed. Okay, when the button is clicked, the output window will be closed. Okay, that is command equal to R. So instead of R destroy, you can also give some other option of executing the event. Okay, when the button is clicked, if you supposed to open another window, can also do it. Okay, so what are all the events that you are going to perform when the button is clicked has to be written here in this command. Okay, so this is the simple program of creating a button. Let me run a code. We have a green icon here. So either you can click here or else you can also run in this console. Okay, it will take few minutes to run this code. Yeah. So you see here, now I get a window. Okay, so what's the button creation? Button creation is nothing but the title name which we have given here. Okay, so the title name, what we have given in the code is button creation. So it actually appears in the window also. That is button creation. After that, we have created a button, and the See, I have given the width size as 100. Suppose if you have given the width size as 25, see, automatically when you run this code, I am going to close this. See, when we click stop, the window disappears. How it disappears? Yeah, because we have given the command as order destroy. Okay, so order destroy, when the button is clicked, the window has to be closed. And suppose instead of this order destroy, we can also give some other event trigger. Okay, now I have changed the width as 25. Let's see how the window appears now. So normally it will take few minutes to run the code. See, we have a button of size 25 now. Okay, we have a button. So previously I have defined the width as 100. So here it has appeared. The window has appeared with the width size of 100. But now I have specified 25. Now the width size become 25. So suppose instead of this text, see the caption that I have given for the button is stop. So instead of this, if you are giving some other comments, say for example, click me, save the program and run the code. See here the button. Now the button, okay, the caption of the button has changed to click me. Okay, this how we can give the text of a button. Okay, so we have given only the width size is equal to 25. So for that only the width size is the window width size is okay displaying as 25. Suppose if we have given 100, okay, based on your width size, the window will be appeared in the output screen. Okay, so this how we can create. When you click it, see automatically the window has closed. Okay, so we have, okay, when a button is clicked, what operation has to be performed should be given in the command. Suppose when a button is clicked, if you want to call a function, you can also define inside this. Okay, let's see how we can do it. Def, okay, I'm going to create a function, and the function name is function1 of. Okay, so inside that I'm going to, okay, after that also, let's see, we can create another one. See button one, PK, destroy. Here we give the function. Just calling that function. Let's see how it is. Here I have defined a function. I thought we will get the error. Yeah. So let me explain the code. So what I have done, I have defined a function. The function name is function1 of. After that, I have created another one button. Button one equal to TK. Okay, button R comma click me. Okay, the width is 25, and after that, okay, yeah. Okay, let's see how. Okay, instead of creating a button, okay, I'm going to write a code. Welcome. Okay, let's. Welcome. See here, I have written a code. Okay, I have written a code. When a button is clicked, it has to call the function one. Okay, it has to call the function one. Let's see how it will work. See here. See here, we are getting the welcome message in the output screen. Okay. So when this button is clicked, the function has to be called. Okay, the function has to be called. Okay, I'll run this program again. So when this button is clicked, the function has to be called, and we need to get a print message in the output screen. Okay. So we have specified the text message as click me. So the caption of the button will be click me, and the width will be 25. Okay, the program is executed. We are not getting any error. Yeah, when I click this button, click me. See here, I'm getting a welcome message in the output screen. Okay, so this is how we can create button. We can create a GUI widget using tkinter model. Okay, so in this online class, what we have discussed how to create a button and GUI using tkinter model. So hope you can understand the concept of creating widget in Python. Okay, so if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Otherwise, we are going to wind up the class, online class. Okay, so do you have any doubt? So today, what we have discussed about how we can create GUI interface, that is graphical user interface in Python using tkinter module. Okay, so there are 4 main ways of using tkinter module in Python. Okay, these are the 4 main ways to include tkinter app. First one, we need to import the tkinter, and then we need to create a main window, that is creating object for the main window. Once we have created the main window, we can add any number of icons to the main window. Okay, so after adding the icons, we can also apply the event trigger on the widgets. Okay, so these are the simple steps of creating tkinter app in Python. After that, what we have discussed how to create these widgets in tkinter app. Okay, so today in this online class, we have discussed how we can create button in tkinter app. Fine. So if possible, try to install this Pycharm app in your either in your mobile or laptop. Okay, so that it will be helpful to run the programs which we are going to do in model 5 and 6. So try to install this Pycharm app in your mobile or laptop. Okay, so unless we cannot run the program of turtle GUI image processing in Python. Okay, so try to install Pycharm app. It's very easy to install. Okay, so try to install this app in your laptop or mobile. Okay, so that we can able to run the programs of turtle GUI programs, and then image processing programs, and even client server applications. Okay, so hope you can able